How's everybody doing today? My name is Sean. Welcome to the Dragon Slayer. What we're going to be working on today is our high white belt sparring technique. So if you look at the very bottom of the curriculum, after all the techniques that are in there, the kicks, punches, blocks, then you're going to have your combinations listed, and then on the very bottom is going to be the sparring technique by the board break. So the sparring technique is one of the last things that you probably learn going through the curriculum. So let's get right into it. What we're going to be doing is a back leg roundhouse into a step behind side kick. Now again, this is a high white belt sparring technique. This is not the end all be all of sparring techniques. This will work perfectly fine as a white belt, high white belt, all the way through the color belt curriculum into black belt. So it's fairly decent, but it's not the greatest. It can be applied whenever and however you choose. So again, this is going to be one of those things where it's going to be distance dependent. So your things need to happen for this to work effectively. Mainly, you really want your opponent to be moving back while this is happening. So getting into it here, if we're going to be doing that back leg roundhouse and landing forward, okay? And now this is the point where you would want your opponent to go back, because if I started in that scoring area, now I'm going to be way too close. Like if I'm here and I'm throwing a like standard distance back leg roundhouse where I can make contact here. Now if I make contact and land down, now if I try and do a step behind side kick, there's no way I can land that. So this is where we want them to be moving. Okay, so I'm going to start back here. We're going to pretend that my opponent is standing here before they move back, so that front leg or the back leg roundhouse makes them move back into that step behind side kick as they're moving. Okay, one more time. We're going back leg roundhouse, step behind side kick. And you can see you can adjust your feet a little bit. It doesn't have to be super long, but it can be. It can be as long or as short as you need it to be if you're able to make those adjustments. All right, and that's going to come. It's going to come with time. It's going to come with practice, and the better you get at it. So if I'm far back and my opponent is in that scoring range here, where I'm throwing that back leg roundhouse, step behind side. One more time from here. If I'm going a little bit faster, round, step behind side. One more time, round, step behind side. There we go. That's going to be our high white belt sparring technique, back leg roundhouse, step behind side kick. That's all for now. Class dismissed. Have a great rest of your day.